My first question is, describe your high school experience with a song title.
A song title. Well, I was in choir for the whole thing, so I guess I'm gonna have to say all about that bass.
Nice.
I think Ready, Set, Not Yet from the Beetlejuice, the Broadway play.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song called Hug All Your Friends by Cave Town.
No.
And I feel like that. Have you heard of it? The
Yeah.
song? Yeah, it's such a good song. But I think I would use that song to like describe my high school experience because I never really thought that I would get like so close to like certain people in like such little time. So it's really cool being able to like form these new friendships and knowing that we're still going to keep in touch like after high school.
Only like the only song title like coming to mind is by Silver. It was a song from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I think. Wham Bam Shingling. Only because it just made no sense to me. Like that's how weird high school was.
So out of the 4 years you were in high school, what do you think was your favorite moment?
Well, I'm not that social of a person, so I always enjoyed it when like my friends would get together, or I just hung out with one person every day after school. But event-wise, I would have to probably say junior prom, because obviously we're not gonna have a normal senior prom, so it's kind of nice that we still got to experience it somehow. And I definitely, I like attention secretly, so I definitely stole attention with my suit. It was just very nice to see all my friends looking their best, and then everyone's just dancing and eating food and having a good time. And when everyone was leaving,
I think probably my sophomore year, the last show in the marching band season. I don't know, it just felt very strong and memorable.
I can't really pinpoint an exact moment, but I know that being able to like meet new people through like clubs and actually become friends with them outside of school is one of the best memories that I have in high school. Like I know that I started creative writing club, and that was like a really fun way to like meet new people and just make new friendships. And I feel like we even still have some calls like now like through quarantine, so it's nice to know that like sometimes like your impact can be more than what you expect it to be, I think. So it's cool.
It would definitely have to be something associated with the music department. Maybe opening night of Bye Bye Birdie.
Oh, that was fun.
It could really be interchanged with any of the show's opening nights, but I think Bye Bye Birdie has a bit of a more special place since it was my first big show at the school.
Mm-hmm. If your high school career was like a movie or a book, what would be like the turning point or the climax of the experience?
Education-wise, it would be junior year in general, because I always struggled with what did I want to do. What would I want to do after college? Like, what would my major be? What would I want to do once I got out of college? I used to just simply want to be a photographer, but I don't think there's a major for that. Probably a minor in most colleges.
Probably just the end of junior year, because that's like the hardest year and the one you have to focus on the most. So at the end of it, it's like it's peaked.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this might be like a common answer, but honestly, quarantine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're the first person to say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because I was thinking, like, I just never expected this to happen. I feel like I'm in some kind of, like, apocalypse coming of age movie right now. And I know that quarantine is, like, difficult for a lot of people. And, like, I know it's definitely been, like, hard for me. But I feel like it also gives me, like, the opportunity to be able to explore, like, interests that I had, like, during school but didn't have time to pursue. So it's, like, fun being able to, like, work on, like, creative projects and stuff like that.
Well, if I'm going through my whole arc of theater, I'd have to intertwine it with a bit of the end of my middle school career, because the climax may have been me. It might go back to opening that Bye Bye Birdie, honestly. Like
That's a good answer. I mean,
yeah,
they could be the same answer. All right.
Yeah, no, going through my whole
So
through my theater arc. that might have been the
theater
part where
arc.
That's what I really like to do.
Out of the people that you've met in high school, who do you think had the biggest influence on you? It doesn't have to be a teacher, but it can be.
Off the top of my head, so I haven't really thought about it. I would say Stack, Mr. Stack, only because he makes class very interesting. Never a dull moment in that class except when taking a test, but even then there's like some conversation. He makes teaching seem more fun than it probably is, depending on the class, like the people in the class or the subject he's teaching. But yeah, I just really appreciated like his quips and stuff like that.
Either gonna be Mr. Crip or my friend Jess.
Mm-hmm.
One of those two.
Well, Mrs. Borkowski was like, I had her for humanities, and we would always have these like open discussions about issues in our society, including like racism, like stereotypes, and just like microaggressions and stuff like that. And so I feel like in the beginning I wasn't really open to talking about that or like having conversations like that, but I feel like I was exposed to like a new environment in that class, so she really influenced in the way that I began to like think and express myself.
I'm thinking either Mr. Stevens or Mr. Quackenbush.
Yeah.
One of the
Cool beans.
they're two very cool beans dudes. But, I think for having Mr. Stevens for 2 years in English, helped shape a lot of things, like made me think differently in a few ways. And Mr. Quack was just a great teacher that made me like really interested in physics. I did end up going that direction, but it was still a great learning experience to be in his class.
Going toward the future, what advice do you have to future students of high school, like within the next couple of years?
I think with grades, definitely put effort into this, because this determines like what colleges you'll get into. It's like definitely try your best with grades. Definitely don't slouch on them. Keep them up, because they're going to affect you for the rest of your life. Like with resumes and job applications and stuff like that, they're going to be looking at that. So I would definitely not slack on those. And socially, you are not going to graduate with the same friends that you entered high school with. The same will probably apply for me for college, because I've already met some really nice people. We're all so close, but I probably won't be friends with them towards the end of college. And I have enough experience to like know about that, or to be aware of that. I definitely didn't realize that my entire friend group that I had in middle school would either like completely disperse or mingle with other people towards the end of high school. And also just stay out of drama. It's not worth it. And like 5 years from now, it won't matter anymore. So just mind your business.
Oh, it's gonna be weird because like they're gonna be coming in off the heels of the virus, so it's like don't freak out, you've already been through much worse.
Honestly, I would just say try to keep a good balance of like having fun and like having great experiences with your friends and doing well in school, because like I know junior year, like everyone thinks that it's like this crazy like really difficult year, and it is, and it was for me, but I feel like I made it more difficult for myself than it should have been. So I just like if I could go back to junior year, I would just like chill out. So anyone upcoming juniors or people that are going into high school, like don't take it like too seriously, but just try your best.
Do something weird, man. Find just like a weird off the wall after school activity that there is, or a weird elective. Just try it. You might not like it, might be garbage. It might be really bad, but it might be something really cool.
Wait, so I mean, with that answer, did you do any what is like the weirdest thing you did, or class or elective or club that you joined?
I mean, like I took a leap with some of the music stuff that I just wasn't. I really wasn't sure about it. Doing like Beauty and the Beast was really something, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep doing that. But like joining Rep here gave me a whole bunch of opportunities. Completely took away my worries about it. It was a good time.